Automachef. Is it worth a buy? I don't know, because I don't know how much it costs yet. But let's read the words of the developer. Welcome to Automachef, a resource management puzzler where you design kitchens, program machinery, and watch your genius come to life. It's time to engineer tomorrow's kitchen today. Yes, guys, this is more of a preview. It's not a review, it's a preview. Simply because I don't know the price yet. It's not out. I got this key off the developer, Team 17. Sorry, they're the publisher. And whenever I think of Team 17, I think of worms. Not like worms when you catch worms. Not that I've ever caught worms, so I wouldn't. I might just the game worms. The game worms. Why not? So what? Who gives a f***? What are you talking about? Get on with it. They don't care. No one cares anymore, Mac. It's a puzzler, guys. And if you don't like puzzlers, just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Go away. If you don't like puzzlers, that's okay. Just go. I like puzzlers, and this is one of the best ones I've played for a long, long time. What you do in this, guys, is well, it depends what game mode you play. This is the beauty of this game. You have a campaign which has missions. You can see here as I'm scrolling down just how many missions there are, and just literally how many I am yet to do in this game. And there's a good reason for this. I've played this game for 7 hours and I feel like I've got nowhere in the game so far, simply because I suck donkey ass at this game. Oh, but I love it. But I hate it. I fucking hate it and love it. Then hate it again, then love it. Then hate it again, then love it. It's that type of game. It's an absolute, you're pulling your hair out. But then when you do the level, it's such a euphoric experience. It's great. It's like, yes, I nailed it. F you. So it's one of them games. It really makes you think, and I'll tell you why. You have to design machines that cook food. And you have to cook, Mac, they're all going to be saying in the comments, cook, K-E-W-K, lol. I don't care. But you do, you cook food. You have a recipe. When you start each level of the campaign, and it might say, for example, plain burger and fries. So that's all that you can cook at this point in the game, and people come to the restaurant and they will start ordering burger and fries. And what you have to do is make machines that totally automate that process. You have dispensers that dispense the base ingredients. You then have these arms that will pick up the base ingredients. So it could be a raw patty and then stick it on a grill. You then have one that will take off the raw patty and put it on a conveyor belt, which will send it to an assembler. And as long as the assembler has the buns, it will make a burger. It's that simple, but quite hard at the same time, because as recipes get more and more complex, you might need 7 or 8 or even 10 items just to make one meal. And so you have to have machines all over the place, and these machines cost electricity to run, and the actual quests that you get on each level may have a power requirement you cannot go over. They may have in fact they will have a power requirement. They'll also have an ingredient requirement, so you have to get just the right amount of ingredients used. So you have to have an efficient kitchen. That's what it's all about. It's about efficiency, and that's the rating that you will get at the end. You will get a rating based on how efficient your kitchen is. And if it isn't efficient enough, you will fail and you'll have to do it again. And this is where the skill comes in. It's about envisaging how you will set up your kitchen in the space provided and make it as efficient as possible. And each kitchen gets progressively harder with more complex menus, which require a lot more machinery. And it's just about laying them out right. You've got arms that will just pick them up. You've got two or three different types of arms. You've got a dumb arm which just picks up anything in front of it and will put it to where you specify it should put it to. You can change the direction of the arm to be just straight behind or to the right or to the left, and swivel the arm round and rotate it. So you do get a lot of control over this. Or you might get a smart arm, and the difference between a dumb arm and a smart arm is you can tell a smart arm specifically what to pick up. You might have a grill, for example, and a grill can hold 4 items as the cooking. So what you could do is have maybe 3 arms around that grill, but have one arm specifically to pick up hot dogs. So it puts them on the right conveyor belt for hot dogs to go to the next line of processing. And it is so much damn fun. Each recipe that you get, you're just kind of working out what to put where, how to get it efficient. And once you've got a good little machine built, I mean, I thought I had a great one for BLTs. It was like, I was so proud of it. And once you get a machine built, like the whole process, you can save it as a blueprint so that the next time in a campaign mission that you have to make that item again, you just go to your blueprints and say, oh yeah, I've got the BLT blueprint. It'll save me building it. And you just put that down. But mine is so big and inefficient that I'm going to have to kind of scrap it and redo my blueprints. But it's not just about conveyor belts, arms, fryers and grills. You've got these order counters machines which are crucial to the whole actual recipe that you do. And what they do is they will detect an order from a customer. So for example, if a customer orders a cheeseburger or a double cheeseburger, as soon as that order comes in, this machine will tell the relevant tiny machines in the room, like dispensers, the grills, and all that to activate. So it'll say, right, activate 1 bun, activate 2 patties, activate 1 cheese, turn on the grill, and all these machines come to life at the right time, which means that when there's no orders in, they'll be switched off, which is great because that's conserving you electricity. Now, playing the actual game is not hard. It's very, very easy to get the hang of it thanks to the actual tutorial that comes with it, and there's also has a bit of an instruction manual as well. So actually playing the game is very easy, to be honest with you. Mastering it, now that's a completely different ball game. I have not mastered this game at all, but I am having a lot of fun. It's one of them gem games that comes along now and then that really gets you. And I don't want to play this anymore before I do this video, because I don't want to rush through this game. This is one of them games where I just want to take me time, might do a few streams with it, and I don't want to fly through the whole campaign because I'm having a lot of fun with it. So that's why I have only got about a third of the way through the game in the 7 hours that I've played. Now, this is one of them games where I can't tell you how long it is because it depends how intelligent you are. I'm thick as mince, so you know, you might be able to get further than me in 7 hours. But there is a lot of content in this game, because there's not just the campaign, there is a contracts mode where you actually build kitchens and you have to actually buy your machines, whereas in the campaign you're working for this robot who thinks he's human. It's quite funny, the actual story, and it's his restaurant that you're working for and he tells you which rooms you're having and what machines, whereas there's another mode where you kind of build the machines and you buy them and you have to build kitchens to order, which is another fun way. There's also a scenario builder where you can create your own missions and upload them, because this has Steam Workshop support. So there's also a big test area where you have access to all the machines available and all the recipes, and some of the recipes are really, really complex. I mean, really complex. And you can just sit there with infinite amounts of money, all the machines. I mean, there's loads of different machines as well. There's different versions of some of the more common machines as well, faster, more efficient ones. There's also disasters that can happen in your kitchen, such as fires and things, and so you have these robots that will fix machines that broke down. They'll put out fires and deal with contamination spreads as well. So the whole game is a really nice bundle of fun, essentially. There's so much. If you like this kind of game, I mean, you've got to kind of like the whole menu thing, but more importantly, you've got to like puzzles. You've got to like kind of having to work out which machine would go where, how to get it efficient, and it is hard. This game, I mean, I've played Big Pharma, I've played Factorio, I've played a lot of these kind of games, Satisfactory, and there was another one like Satisfactory from a top-down perspective. But I have to say, I think this is the hardest one. I think this is probably the hardest one, and probably the most satisfying as well out of the top-down games. The controls is really fine, it runs really fine. There's not a lot of graphical options in the game, but you don't really need them, to be honest with you. It's got decent music, it's got really good sound effects, and I think the graphics look really nice for what it is. So I can't say is it worth a buy, simply because I don't know how much it is. It could be £1 million, and if it is, then it's not. And it's not my business to put a price on it. What I will say is I thoroughly enjoy the game. You now know pretty much what the game is. So when it's released, and I think it's on the 23rd of this month, you'll be able to have a look at it and see whether it fits your budget or not. But there you go, guys. Automachef is a fun, hard, satisfying, puzzling cookie